Hello! In this episode of Vintage Japanese Guitar Pickup Shootout, we're going to take a look at something different than we've looked at so far in our other episodes. We're going to look at hollow body guitars and some different pickups and the way they sound in hollow body guitars. Starting off on the far left-hand side here, we're going to take a look at late 60s Silvertone. This one was made by Kawai. We're going to take also a look at it should have probably been a Univox. They also made these, I believe, in Conrad, but this was the Coily model, made by Matsumoku, late 60s, probably around 1968 or so. And the same story with this one. I think this was about 67, 68. Here is about a 1968 also, Mayfair labeled guitar made by Kawai. And on the far right here we see a Teisco made guitar, and again all these are hollow bodies. You can see they all have different pickups, so it should be interesting to see how these pickups sound in hollow body guitars. So if that's something that you would be interested in taking a listen to, stick around. Okay, we're going to start off with this Silvertone labeled Kawai. This one, as you can see, still has the open book headstock, just like the Gibsons do. So it's you know, it's kind of pre that late 70s post lawsuit era, I guess you could say, when the Japanese makers kind of eschewed the open book headstock. So this is definitely before that, and like I said, I think this is about a 1967 or so. But as you can see, this pickup has the non-adjustable pole pieces. The pickup itself is adjustable, but the pole pieces are not. And it has 4 slits, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and they kind of have a black filling on the inside there. For our control amplifier, we're going to use, this is about a 1970, probably 70 to 72 Teisco Express 7. This was also called the Checkmate 18, I think right before they moved to the Express series. But it's the exact same circuit. And actually you can look in another video and you should see this amplifier completely refurbished from scratch. I just got finished with this one, so it'll give us a chance to hear it with some different guitars. This has got some Mullard power tubes in the output. They're EL84s. Pretty good output, good sounding amplifier, but this is what we're going to use. We're not going to touch any of the controls. We're going to leave everything as they are and check out the pickups in this guitar. We're going to start out with the neck pickup first, and then we'll move to both pickups and then just the bridge. Might be a slight disadvantage because it actually has a wound third, and these are kind of heavy strings, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. When I try to play my normal bluesy style, I can't bend that third like I usually can, so that's the reason. bridge pickup by itself. Like I said, about a 1967 Silvertone labeled Kawai. Let's move on to the next guitar. Okay, our next guitar is a late 60s, probably was originally labeled a Univox, but they also made these in a Conrad. But this is the Coily model. The Coily was Matsumoku Univox's hollow body kind of 335 copy, and it had these pickups we've seen in other videos, Japanese guitar pickup shootout videos of mine, but they were on solid body guitars, so this will give us a chance to hear the same pickup on a hollow body. One thing I will say, that they're a little bit hotter and definitely more microphonic than the previous pickups that we just heard. If I try to crank this close to the amplifier, I really need to get away from it a little further to do it at this volume. So what I'm going to do is actually just get it right up to the point of squealing, and then kind of stop there on my volume. That's our treble pickup by itself, and it really could benefit from being potted. I will say this right off the bat: if this pickup were potted, you wouldn't get any of that squealing this close to the amplifier like that. Let's move to the middle position, and again we're going to have to adjust the volumes on all this since I'm this close to this amplifier. These are hotter again, and you know, really could stand a potting. keep that from squealing. Sorry. That's a late 60s Univox Coily model. Now let's move on to the next guitar. Okay, our next guitar is a about a 1968 Kawai made Mayfair Deluxe. I will put the full model number down in the description down here if you're interested. It's got like a 7 to something or odd number I can't think of off the top of my head, but it'll be down here. But at any rate, it has these white pickups with the chrome surrounds, like we see on a lot of other Kawai made guitars from this time. This is a bit confusing on the headstock. I'm about 99.9% certain this is the original. This is the original logo in the original spot, but I think at some point somebody thought it looked weird maybe and moved it up to this position. Kind of took this leg and moved it up to there, which was not correct. So there's a remnant hole there. But other than that, but this one does have the these pickups, and they are pretty microphonic, as you can see right here. So we're going to try our best to keep it from feeding back as well. And also on this one, the volume knob is just a little bit scratchy, so we'll have to take that with a grain of salt. This is one of those where the tone knob also is backwards, so you kind of have to turn the tone all the way down in order to get the maximum amount of brightness out of the guitar, which some of these were wired that way. So if you get a Japanese guitar and it doesn't seem very bright, try turning your tone all the way down, and that might brighten it up. But we're going to do it first with the bridge pickup. Both pickups together. And now the neck pickup alone. 1967 or so. Mayfair. Now let's go on to our next guitar. Okay, the last guitar we're going to take a look at. This is a Teisco, and I'll put the full model number and year and everything down here in the description. But this has these pickups, which have the chrome surrounds with the black inserts, the non-adjustable pole pieces, which are square. You do see these a lot in Teiscos from around this time period when they had these shark fin headstock with the 4 and 2. But these are considerably hotter than the last two that we looked at, and probably rival the first Silvertone for this video in terms of volume and output. This is another one of those where the tone knob has to be in the all the way down position to get the maximum amount of brightness out of the guitar. Right now I'm using the neck pickup. Both pickups together. Bridge by itself. of Japanese vintage guitar pickup shootout. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Look in my past videos and my history for more episodes of this sort of thing. And please be sure to subscribe for future episodes. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time.